It's on your page.
Yeah, I got the behind the scenes on my page, and I put the actual link in the description. So you can watch my camera behind the scenes on the S Rock page.
Okay.
But if you want to watch what it looks like on their channel,
Yeah.
it's in the link
Mhm.
in the description. Oh, you want to get with the Titan page?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's an S Rock interview.
Oh, look behind.
Yeah, you gotta go to that page. It should pop up on your homepage because I'm live now.
Oh, someone subscribe to you.
Welcome,
Oh, there we go.
welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. I am your host, Miss Ashby, and I have no idea why this thing has a delay like this. It's driving me nuts. It's been doing it for the last couple weeks. I'm gonna have to check something. Oh, it's a little bit better right now. Okay, go ahead. But anyway, y'all know how I do. I always have somebody on here with some flavor that can offer us a good word and a good insight every week. I don't know if this is that. I'm gonna have to get me a nice camera or something. I don't know what's going on with this slow mo. I'm gonna have to get me something to make my internet move faster or smoother or something. Something is going on here that I don't like. It's been going on for the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to put a tariff on StreamYard and shit, like Donald Trump doing, make it on StreamYard and shit a little quicker. But anyway, welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Again Talk Show. I am your host, Miss Taj B, and y'all know I don't like to talk that long. I always try to get to what I'm doing. So I want to welcome
Forget the link from
the young man Titans of Rap.com, Mr. S. Rock, to the stage, hoping that, we can get him to give us some hit a little bit of secrets out there. Y'all welcome.
What's going on? Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I was waiting for my picture to pop up.
I was coming. I usually don't talk that long. I just give a brief a brief overview.
Okay.
From the beginning. And that's not, you ain't been here yet. Like, all the peoples have been here, but you ain't been here yet. So welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been here. I only viewed, a time or two when you sent me the links. I checked it out, but I haven't been in there.
Yeah. Well, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are and what you do.
I go by the name S Rock, representing Brooklyn, Rockview Entertainment. I'm an independent artist, entrepreneur overall. So I produce, edit content videos. I DJ sometimes, manage, just overall business. That's just what I do. Overall entrepreneur, independent.
I was about to say challenge. You said DJ challenge.
Yeah, no, I don't look. I don't DJ like I'm a DJ. I know how to do it. I grew up wanting to do it, but when I was younger, I couldn't really get used to the vinyls and stuff like that when I was a little kid. And then eventually, as time progressed, I was like, I know how to do it, so I just do it for fun. And then a couple of people just want me to DJ for like little shows and stuff like that. So I make it a thing, but I don't blast it because that's not like my main thing that I do. I don't go around saying I'm a DJ. I just something that I do.
Yeah, well, I was a DJ for the younger part of my life, you know what I mean? And so I came to be some different things as I went on in life.
Mm-hmm.
But I still DJ. I still got a control over here right to the the side.
I know that's right. And
I keep my turntables in my hand, so wherever I go, I can get it on. All you gotta do is plug in with me. I can DJ from the table in the back there.
I know that's right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's right. What I do is I ask 5 questions to kind of break the ice. And they're usually tailored to the individual that I'm speaking with. And so, what you want to do? You want to answer some questions?
Yeah, I'm here to answer. It's an interview, so let's get the interview going.
Okay, let's get it. Let's see. Artist integrity versus commercial success. Underground hip hop is often praised for its authenticity, but financial success, um, I'm sorry, financial success can require compromises. How do you navigate the balance between staying true to your artistry and reaching a wider audience?
For me, it's all about staying true to me. It's not really more about the wider audience; it's about the right audience. So if I'm not famous with like a million fans and all of that, but I'm able to have a few hundred, a few thousand that buy into my product and my brand that I push, and I'm creating an income for that. I'm successful, financially successful. So I stay true to me because if I stay true to me, no matter how long I do it and who come across me, they don't have to worry about who they're gonna get. It's me. This is what it is. And I've been doing it independent and making it my main source of income since 2014. So this is not something that I'm new at. And I'm not famous. I don't have the hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers, but handling business and pushing your brand and staying true to you is how I've been able to do that for over 10 years now.
That's fine. 'Cause I can relate. Because it's about being good at what you do.
Yeah. And not only good, like what you asking the question, you gotta be true to yourself and what you do. And I think that's the most important thing. Like being good is one thing, because being good is a matter of opinion. I feel like anybody can say something is good, but the same thing you say is good, somebody might say is bad. So if you stay true to you and do you, somebody will take to it. Now, facts are facts, and just because a matter of being good is opinion, there is some fact to what's good and what's bad. So you can't just be out here throwing trash out there and calling it good, but you know what I mean, have the basics going and be true to you, and you'll be all right if you just stick true.
All right, that's all right. I appreciate that. Lyricism and storytelling. Many underground artists emphasize lyricism over mainstream appeal. How do you approach crafting your style and your audience um, to both intricate and relatable without losing the depth?
Well, for me, it's all about the feeling and about the vibe. Cause like I do music, and I happen to rap. That's the form. Cause if I knew how to sing, then I'd be a singer. But I know how to rap, right? And my music is more about the vibe. So I don't do music if I don't feel it. If I have to force myself to think about it, I'm not even doing it. So as far as storytelling and lyrics, you can't tell a story without being a lyricist because you have to use words. When if you're a lyricist, the root word is a lyric. You have to use words to make those, make that happen. So those go hand in hand, a lyricist and a storyteller. And as far as being mainstream, that's more so about the sound and the appeal. Like if you got a good beat and a catchy hook, right there, you able to go mainstream, because mainstream is just that more people know you. But more people know you when they start singing that hook and chanting, and it becomes a thing, right? But if we don't have that, that don't mean you can't be just as wide as they are, just on the underground. It's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just more work. You got to do more work, but it is what it is.
yeah. I had a couple partners out there in the underground when I was in New York. I'm now in Florida, but I had some partners out there, Rob Wright and Urban Threshold.
Yeah,
They used to run. They used to run the underground hip hop music awards out there for a minute.
yeah. I remember. I'm
And
very familiar with Urban Threshold. Purchased his book too.
yeah, yeah, Urban and Rob is fly. I
Yeah.
still keep in contact with Rob over Facebook, but I haven't talked to Urban in a long time. What
Okay.
up, James? You got somebody out there hollering out, "What up?"
Appreciate them.
Yeah. So, hip hop as a tool for change. Hip hop has historically been a voice for the unheard. Do you believe underground artists have a responsibility to address social and political issues? I'm gonna get into that. This is a
I
two
think
part
they
question.
do, but they're not responsible to do it in their art. So even like
Yeah,
we all responsible for it, even if it's just to speak to our kids and our youth, we all responsible for it, right? We all have a
yeah,
voice, and we have to use our voice. We don't if we're not supposed to use our voice, then we'd be mute. We wouldn't be able to talk. So we have a
yeah,
voice. You have to use that voice, and if you are able to make songs and push a narrative of something like partying or something that might be negative or derogatory, then yes, it is your duty to do the other side of the coin that might be saying something positive, whether it be positive politically or positive spiritually, whatever, because you can't just give one side of everything and then act like that's the whole thing. If you're gonna talk, talk. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. So I think it is a responsibility, but it's not 100% responsible for them to put it in their music. Like if they put the other stuff in the music, they might want to go and let's say they do interviews or they do shows or they have other ways of using their voice without putting it in their song, but they should speak on it. If they're gonna do one side, they should do the other side.
The reason why I posed that question is because of all the backlash from Nelly and Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was looking down, they talking about we boycotting Snoop, and I said I ain't boycotting Snoop. What the fuck?
Well, I agree with you because I feel like everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah,
If they went to go do what they did for business, we don't know their
that's what I'm
personal
saying. There you go.
we don't know their personal business. We don't know if they needed the money. We know what we see on the outside, but we don't know what's really going
Yeah,
on. They might have needed some money. And then at the
I
same
look at
time,
it the same way. Business is business, you know.
right, and it's not saying that they go along with whatever other people disagree with, but at the same time, I could understand how people can look at it that way. But it's also not, I'm not boycotting something that I like because of a choice you made personally. Like that's what you chose to do. You chose to go make your money. It's not like you did anything negative to me for me to boycott you. You didn't do nothing negative to society for me to boycott you because you went to go handle business. That doesn't
Yeah,
make sense. So if they shouldn't do that, then people shouldn't like work. People shouldn't use Twitter. If you feel that kind of way about them, don't use Twitter or X because Elon Musk run with old boy. You know what I mean? Like you
absolutely.
can't be mad at them, but then use the platform that they provide, and then so you're being a hypocrite. Let them handle their
Absolutely.
business. If it's not bothering
Yeah.
you, let them handle their business.
Yeah, I had cussed everybody out on my last stream last week. I took a week off from interviewing just so I could tell everybody cut that shit out. Cause like don't try to make me follow you and what you doing. Cause had it been business according to me, I'd have probably went and did the business too.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Cause business is business for me. It's not personal. You understand? And so that was like a part of the second part of that question, or is music simply a form of personal expression?
I mean, well, it depends on the artist. Like me,
Yeah,
I'm an artist that my music is personal expression because like I said, all my music is come from the heart. It's not I don't think about it. So if I have to sit there and think about the song that I'm making, I don't make the song because it don't feel right. So that's me. So I'm not gonna
yeah,
that's why I'm able to tell you with the first question about the integrity and stuff. Mine come from the heart. It's not like, oh, let's just throw the words together. I'm a rapper, rapidy rap. No, this is my thoughts, how I'm feeling. So I put it in the music form, but I just so happen to know how to rap. That's why I'm rapping. If it was singing, I would go sing, like I said before. But when people want to put their personal feelings, when they say I'm gonna boycott such and such because they went to go perform them, right? They went to
yeah.
perform at the thing with Trump. All right, they went to perform, handle their business. But were you supporting them before they did it? What are you really boycotting? Did you support them before they did it? Because if you didn't buy anything recently or help their business recently, what are you really boycotting? You was already boycotting. You wasn't supporting. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's real sad to watch S Rock, and like everything has gotten so off key when it comes to us in hip hop. Like that's not what hip hop was for.
mm-hmm,
You get what I'm saying? Like hip hop was brought into a whole different way. It was our way of expressing and getting on and getting out with things we had going on within the hood. And the same goes for DJing, and the same goes for um, uh, setting up shows and different stuff. These were our let out areas. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't. The way that they're trying to take this thing to where we fighting with each other over stuff that we really not in control of anyway.
right.
You get what I'm saying? Like these people have a way of doing what they gonna do, and they can do what they gonna do regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And so our area of doing this thing, and that's why I'm glad that you are in the underground, because our way of doing this thing is going to be so much more dynamic because of this that's taking place.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have a lot more relevance in the underground because of everything that's taking place. Because, on the up and up, there ain't no money on the up and up, but on the underground, it's a lot of dollars, though.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, you know, stemming from the previous question. So I wanted to add something more and then go into that one. But I do feel like being that these public figures that they talking about, like the Nelly and the Snoop, talking about boycotting them and all of that. Now I do feel like if you're a public figure and you put your life on display, we see Nelly back with Ashanti. They done had a baby. They getting married. You showing us all that, right? So now if you go and do the performance with Trump and people don't like it, it kind of is your responsibility to go say your point of view. Because hip hop, we speak out. So go say your point. Go say why you did it. Because you show everything else in your life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you're not gonna show thing B, then don't show thing A. If you want to be just the artist, be just the artist. But if you're gonna let people into your life, into the way you think as a person, and you go do something that might be opposite of your character, then it's kind of your job to go explain what you really meant behind going to do that, because you put the other part out there. And as far as the underground goes, I feel like we do have this sense of community in the underground. You know what I mean? Because it's like we can go and touch each other. We can go and make money with each other. We can go support each other without it being anything in a way. It's more direct. The same way me and you on this interview, you hit me direct. It wasn't no go find this person to hit me up. No, you hit me up. I said, all right, well, what's the deal? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's talk. And that's how it happened.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on that level, you can't do that. And I understand there's more people in the way. But I feel like by us not having that many people in the way, we do have a stronger voice if we use it the right way.
Yeah, the networking possibilities are actually better when it's underground. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because there's no hype.
Yeah, you
You get
get
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
get. It's straight raw.
There's no fantasy, situation going on. So I'm glad that you did come through. And also, speaking of Ashanti and Nelly, we want to send a prayer out to Irv Gotti, who is actually
Oh yeah, I saw
in
that
the
today.
hospital.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah,
today.
yeah, Irv is in the hospital and he's suffering. He had another stroke,
Yeah.
and he's not well. So we sent out a well to Irv Gotti out here in the world.
Yeah, you don't want to see
Um,
nobody like that.
Evolution of sound with the rapid evolution of hip hop right now, um, with production and also technology. How do you adapt without compromising the raw?
Well, again, it's about, for me, it's to go back to the first thing. It's about the vibe. So even
Yeah,
though the sounds change throughout time, we know that the young ears are different from the ears from their predecessors, and then their ears are different from those So it's gonna change with the sound, with the technology. But
yeah,
one thing that's undeniable is a vibe. You might not like a sound, like, let's say for example, I'm not a big fan of drill too much, but when I listen to drill, if it feels good, it feels good. It's undeniable. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Same way when you hear other genres of music, whether it be rock, whether it be R&B, pop, Latin music, you name it. If it feels good, it's gonna work. And when it comes to sound, I think sound is more so of a thinking thing. Like, oh, does this sound good for now? What do you think? It ain't what do you think, is what do you feel. This is music. Music is from the soul. So I don't pay attention to what's today's sound. I hear it. I don't let it play a part in how I make music. When I do make music, it's like whatever I feel that I need to be doing, I'm doing it because I'm independent. I have nobody telling me which way to go. And then those who do follow and support me, when I'm making these movements, they understand like, okay, well, this is his sound anyway. Like the sound that you heard when I was promoting President of the Underground, right?
yeah,
That artist asked me to get on that song. I produced the whole project for him, but he asked me to get on that song specifically because he said when he heard it, it reminded him of one of my other songs, and he wanted to do like a merger of that song and one of 50 Cent songs and make it into one. And he felt that my sound was perfect for the sound on that track. So then I said, all right, let's do it. I'll jump on it. We figure it out. Let's map out the song, and I laid it out for him, and then we did that. But he had other songs on this project that wasn't my sound. He didn't ask me to get on those. It's like, it didn't feel right for me anyway.
yeah. That song is fly though. I don't know what the name of that song is,
Oh, that's straight to the bank. Straight to the bank.
yeah, that song heard
Thank
I
you.
was in here jamming. See,
Thank you.
I'm a person that know music. You get what I'm saying? Like I know all the ins and outs of music. You get what I'm saying? Like I hear this stuff because of me being a DJ
Yeah.
for so long. I know the ins and outs. I can hear everything in and out of the
Thank you.
beat. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, when I listen to it, I'm like, yo, this is hot. Y'all need to push this. Like this
Thank
is
you.
fun.
That literally just dropped on the 24th, so about a week and a half ago. So that was
Yeah.
Infamous Ty is his name. The project is called The Warm Up 4. I executive produced it, but that particular song, Straight to the Bank, I'm featured on it as an artist on it.
Okay, the infamous Tide. Where can they find it at?
That's on all the platforms, like all the DSPs. That's where he chose to put it on. They on all
Can
the
they
DSPs. It's called his name is Infamous Ty. The project is called The Warm Up Part 4, and
okay.
I executive produced the whole thing.
On all platforms.
Yeah, it's on all platforms.
Okay, good. So that people can get out and check it out. Cause that song is fly. I might actually go and check that one out and download it. Make sure I can push it a little bit. Cause I always try to push whatever artist is coming up. Like I like the next artist. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's
Like
what DJ isn't
I'm
about.
always, yeah, I'm real powerful, and I'm not that DJ like everybody else. Like there are those DJs that just do, they all got the same set.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like if you go to a party, everybody got the same set.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I don't do that. When you see me promote music, I'm usually, if I have anything, I have something old school with the new school, like the right now.
Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't just blend the new school with the new school or the old school with the old school. I bring it from old school to right now.
Well, you got to
You get
take
what
him
I'm
on that. You
saying?
got to take him on that roller coaster.
Yeah. No, we ain't going on no damn roller coaster. This is straight shot. We
Oh,
going.
I hear that.
This is straight ride, right on to the spot. Like, nah, we going right over here to the cut right here where they at.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's what it's
For real,
about, though. I mean,
man.
that's what DJing is, though. The
Yeah.
DJ is the bridge to the artist that's unknown to the people. Like, a lot of artists don't respect the DJ the way they used to, but they need to
Yeah.
because the DJ is the outlet. The DJ is how you want to get your music to the people. If you're not a DJ, who's gonna play the music for the people for you when you're not around? The DJ.
Yeah. And
So
I'm one of those DJs that, I introduced the new songs. Because like I said, I have an ear for music. I was an A&R for a long time. And, I worked in artist development. That was my specialty, is in being able to develop the artists into what they need to be going out into the world, right? But what happens is that because I have that ear for music, I'm gonna pick the hit
mm-hmm.
out of the whole album. I'm gonna tell you how to line that album up. Like, nah, start with this one. Start with this one. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start with this one. This one is fly. And so over the years, I've watched so many people, and it's never been about money for me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do things for the money of it, but I've been in it for the art of it for the most of my life. You get what I'm saying? And because of the art of it, I've been able to pick out some really strong artists going along. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I said to you when I was telling you before, I was like, yo, this other joint right here is fly. Like, this joint is fly. Start right here.
Mm-hmm.
Push that one, legacy and longevity. In an era where music consumption is fast-paced and fleeting, what steps do you take to ensure your music remains timeless and leaves a lasting impact on hip-hop culture?
Well, the timeless part, I don't date my music.
Yeah.
I don't date it. So in my music, unless there's a reason, I'm never gonna put like the year inside the.
Fall in love with it or something? I was saying, you ain't holding hands with it. What you talking about?
No, I mean like if we in a song and whatever the topic of the song is, I'm writing the lyrics down. I'm never gonna write something that has a date in it or with a year, so you can never tell when I made it, unless I specifically put that in there for the purpose of the story in which I'm writing about. And then as far as legacy goes, I want my legacy to be me, true to me. So if you listen to my music, everything that I write about is facts. So if you know me and you hear my music, like, okay, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then if you're not a fan of, I mean, if you don't know me personally, but you just hear my music, you can be like, huh, that sounds like it's real. Was that real? And then so that lets me know that my music, it has a real effect to people. Whereas like, nah, this is legit real. So my legacy would be like, yo, he's just him. He's a real artist. He's a real person. The way you get him is how you get him. You know, it is what it is. And that's what I feel like the legacy for me is, because I don't waver from that. I'm me. You see S Rock today, the same as you see him tomorrow. There's nothing in between, no fluff.
Wait. You see my little smirk. You don't mind me because I get these little silly smirks and shit going on. You said, what I write about, it really happened. I was over here. The first thing that hit my head was like, oh shit, not Bobby Smurder.
Oh no. No, not that. Nah, not that.
I was over here like, oh Lord.
No, nothing crazy, But see, I don't even in my music, I don't even put stuff like that in my music anyway. You know what I mean? So if people dig into it, I'm just speaking from the heart. Like I said, I don't think about it. I write what I feel. So when I write what I feel, it's like, all right. But I also have a mind to say, okay, you still gotta make sure you can put this in front of your elders. You gotta make sure you be able to put this in front of younger people. You know what I mean? So you can't go too far left or too far right. Still be you, but understand there are still guidelines in which you can navigate. So there's songs that I have where I'm not cursing at all. There's songs where it's storytelling. There's songs about the life. There's songs where it's like, wait, you really said that? Yeah, I said it because this is what happened. You know what I mean? And some people take offense to it, some people don't. But me, it's just I'm just being real to me. So nobody really make it a thing where they taking it too personal, because whatever I speak about on a song, I done said it out loud to the person anyway, or in a situation or whatever. It is what it is. It's just my thoughts coming out, because I grew up where if I didn't have anybody to talk to, I just write the stuff down. So that was like my release, to just write. Just I'm always writing, whether I'm right. Like when I wrote the motivational quote book, right? I have it on my website, rockviewent.com. It's called Moments of Motivation. It's a motivational quote book, because I felt like during the pandemic time, we needed some motivation to do something. Like we all up in the house, we can't do anything. So I wrote a motivational quote book. I couldn't go do shows. You know what I mean? So I felt in my heart that I needed to write down what motivates me and the quotes that I did. So I did that about what 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the pandemic was. That's just something that I did. I wrote my thoughts down. You know what I mean? When I write my music, I'm just writing my thoughts down. That's all it is. Just whatever I feel, it's in my head. But once I gotta start thinking about it, then I stop.
Yeah. Believe it or not, during that COVID episode, I'm the DJ that challenged everybody to get up and DJ.
Oh, okay.
That was me that started that trend.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's how most people they don't know it's me, because I'm always behind the screen or something. I'm never like right up close and personal in your face, because I don't like people all around me and stuff.
Right.
And I don't like to walk outside and people be touching on me and talking to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I'm the person that began all that whole battle when the COVID started. I'm the one that got all the DJs up to DJ, because my philosophy with that was, we do this anyway. This is what we do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like practice for us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you actually saying that, you write everything down, if it come to mind, you ain't have nothing to do, you wrote it. That's what hip hop always was anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was poetry first, it was rhythm and poetry.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So anything that we wrote down, we was able to kick it to a little sound with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how what sprung hip hop out of nothing. So that from the heart thing that you're actually talking about is what it's all about.
Yeah.
A lot
100%.
of people, like I said, when I said to you, I've never really done it for the money, because it's always been in my soul. It's always been within my body, within my being, within my mind, Like I'm born from a musician.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I usually make the fellas laugh when I say I fell out the nuts like this. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
see, it made you laugh too. You understood
Yeah, but
that.
I definitely understand that though. Yeah.
Yeah, I fell right out like this, like put the feet right on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's an internal thing. You
Yeah, it
know,
is.
like a lot of people don't realize that it's an internal thing. You got it's not on you, it's in you. And
Yep.
a lot of times, what you see happening right now is people trying to put it on
You can't put
instead
it
of it
on.
being in. Yeah, yeah, but they be trying though. You see them all out here trying.
Yeah, you can't put it on with like anything. I feel like this. Anything that you put on can be taken off.
Yeah,
But if it's made with it in the core, it ain't going nowhere because it's
right there
made
I
within
go.
it. But if you put it on top of
Here
it,
I
it can be
go.
taken off.
I'm gonna grab my red cup before I say this. 'Cause it probably ain't mine.
Oh Lord, we
Yeah,
not going down that route.
I'm gonna be messy a little bit.
It's all good. It's all good
You
to
get what
me.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
but
you know,
that's how I feel about it though. Anything that you can put on, you can take off. But if it's in
yeah.
there,
That's why everybody a little bit mad over there on that side over there because one is put on and one is internal. You get
right,
what I'm saying?
right, and
So what?
anything you put on, like I said, if the wind blow hard enough, it's gonna get off. And
Yeah,
that wind blew in that other direction, and you see what's going on. It's quiet for them right now because the wind
yeah,
blew hard enough.
yeah. That's Chicago wind blue.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That Windy City wind blue
Mm-hmm.
and blue, you know, over there with bullet holes and smoke coming out of the back. I was like, what the hell? Like, man,
Yeah.
stop. I'm like, yo, did you see that?
But that's what happens
I was
when you
like,
try to
what
put
in the
stuff on.
world, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, take, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. That's what
Um,
happens when you try to put stuff on that you shouldn't put on.
yeah, a lot of people don't know how to move with purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and genuinely move with purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a purpose for me doing this show, and I tell people that all the time, is because there are some people who I feel like need to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they would never be seen um, by the if it wasn't for the underground. Like, the underground pushed this type of artists into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And the underground, I feel like, have the better rappers because they're not commercial rappers.
Well,
You understand what I'm saying?
I think the underground has better rappers and better. How can I put it? It's better talent overall in the underground. And the reason why I say that is because they have more time to focus on being the artist that's true to themselves. Once you cross that certain barrier, now you got certain obligations that you have to fill for the other side.
Absolutely.
And
Commercial.
yeah, once you got to fulfill those obligations, you lose some of that integrity. You lose some of that hunger. You lose, and the ones who don't, they have a harder time on that commercial side of things. They can still be successful in commercial when they stay true to themselves, but it's harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a harder road to travel, but it come with the territory of would you go on this side or you on this side? This side is the underground. Yeah, it's gonna be harder to
Okay.
get the success that you want from over there, but you can be true to yourself. Most people don't want to take the long road. They want to like, yo, I gotta go get it now. Let me go. All right, but you go
Yeah.
over there, you're gonna lose
Yeah.
this essence from over here. Just know that. And if
Yeah.
you don't lose it, you're gonna have an even harder time while you're over there. So
See, because when I look at it like wholeheartedly, when I look at them, crossing over into the mainstream and not in the underground, what I see them doing is having to pacify the white folks after they get over there.
yeah, I mean,
And what folks like to hear instead of what the hip hop people like to hear.
yeah,
Like I had Mashika on here a week or two ago, and she's a part of the Rock Boys, Fly Side,
yeah, I know them.
and
Okay.
you, yeah. And she was saying, and she's not the first woman artists that have said it to me because Essence also said it to me from the Evening Rush, from Don and them.
Yeah.
Essence has said to me, I find myself having to dumb myself down, and I keep telling them, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you dumb yourself down, they're gonna have you spreading your legs too.
Yeah. Once you dumb yourself down, they got you.
Yeah, they're gonna have you up there, twatting out and spreading your legs like Sexy Red and them, which I'm quite certain that when they went into it, that wasn't their plan.
Right. And then once you're there, you got to play ball now to the best of your
Yeah,
ability. And if you don't know how to play
yeah,
ball, you're gonna fall victim to whatever the system is over there.
yeah, yeah. So I find a lot of times with the women artists that I have to tell them, don't dumb yourself down because hip hop is changing around.
Where
And it's
everything
not
come
gonna
full
be
circle.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that in a minute. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And if you dumb yourself down and become what it is right now, when it fade out, you gonna fade out too. Like I don't want you to fade out. I want you to be able to stand strong in this game.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why I kept pushing Doechii, and nobody could understand why did I keep pushing Doechii. And I kept saying because she wasn't selling out. She was coming with lyric after lyric after lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, she had her own style, her own flavor. She did that one song, man. Let me look it up, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. But she did that song that was just crazy to me. It was like crazy. I was like, man, this is awesome. And everybody kept looking at me like, what you mean? Like, who is this girl you keep trying to push? And I'm like, Doechii. I'm like, y'all gotta know Doechii. Like, she is fly as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, let me look it up. I'm gonna get it to you right now in one hot second. But and the reason why I kept pushing her like that was because of her. Mr. Magic used to do a show. Mr. Magic used to do a show when I was young, and he used to have like people come down, and he would have a panel of people pick out songs, right? And they were gonna put Tom's Diner on the burn. I picked Tom's Diner out like, no, this is fly. Like this is fly. Like I like Forever beats.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said you have the you don't put a date on it, I knew what you were saying. Because you saying timeless.
Yeah.
I understood exactly what you were saying. I was just being a little bit cheeky.
No, that's all good. It's all good. It's all.
You ain't dating them.
It's all good.
You ain't gonna hit the beat off. She had I'm sorry, Rock.
Nah, that's all right.
She had a song called Pacer.
Okay.
And when Pacer came out and I heard that beat, I was like, this is for everyone. I'm like, nobody can hear this girl. Like somebody can see this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And from the time that I met her at the Revolt Fest, I kept saying, from that first day, I told her, I'll help you. Like I'll help you. Like I got some hands and feet here and there. I'll push you. You get what I'm saying? Because I seen something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and that's rare that people be genuine like that. They like, yo, I help you out, because it's more like I help you if you got a bag. It's not too much of the genuine help. You know what I mean? I'm all for making your money. I help you for the bag, cool. But it's the way you go about doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you go to somebody and say I help you out or whatever like that, because you see where you can help them at, that means you see, if you can see where you can help them, you see where they lacking at.
Absolutely.
And most people will look at it like, I see where I can help you at, so I see where I can take advantage of you at. That's what it's a different mindset.
Yeah, it's none of that for me. I when I see it start, like I heard that first couple beats that
Mm-hmm.
it caught my attention. I was like, what's that?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like that was a song that they gave me to check out. You understand what I'm saying? Because they had the different records that they would pass around, and they gave me this song to promote, or to approve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when I heard it go boom, 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 I was like, ooh, this is fine. I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, here, I'm like, yo, this is fine.
Yeah.
And so they picked it up. minor has been rocking.
Right, right. But that's when you know it, you know it. I mean, if you have that ear, you have that feeling, and you just know what you and you true to what you do in yourself. What's undeniable is undeniable.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, this little girl need to be. That's why I said to you when I heard that song from the from your joint, I was like, oh, this is fly. I'm like, this was they need to push this right here. This is fly. You know?
Thank you, thank you.
I'm like, yeah, this is something that y'all need to, push that for real, because that's fly.
Yeah.
Like I have that. I'm gonna hear it different. You understand?
Well, for
The
one, you
same
are
way
like
I was.
you're a DJ, so DJ is gonna
Yeah.
hear something anyway.
When I seen Damani, when I met little Damani, there was a song that he made called Paris, and he thought I was joking. I said, bro, you the last song in my blend catalog. And the song it was years before that. But I didn't even know I was gonna run into him. But I said to him, you the last song that I made a blend to.
Mm.
And he thought I was playing until I played it back to him and his producer. He was like, oh shoot, you really do know my song. I was like, yeah, because I couldn't remember to sing it to him. All I could say was, dreaming Paris. And I'm trying to remember the words while I'm talking to him. And so now he's looking at me like maybe she's playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I played it for him right out of my phone, like, nah, bro, you my last blend.
Nice, nice.
And I played it for him. He was looking at me like, oh, shoot, you really do know my music. I'm like, yeah, I think you bomb. And then I had said to him, listen to me, little brother. I said, I know that it's hard for you to walk in the shoes of your father because you're not your father.
Mm-hmm.
Your style is nothing like your father. I said, but what I need for you to do, listen to me. I said, I need for you, in order to be introduced into the world, I need for you to go and make a song with your father so that they can see the difference. And he did it. I was so proud of him. I was like, go ahead, Damani, you listening. I was like, see, I love when an artist can listen.
Yeah, because a lot of artists be
I'm gonna show
self-centered.
you how to dodge. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how to
Yeah,
buy weed
yeah.
real quick. And then I said to him later on, give me something that I can send to the DJs. Give me a song that I can send to the DJs. And then he had Shake It Off.
Okay.
And I put something to it that was so fly that when I sent it to all the DJs, they couldn't help but pick it up. You get what I'm saying? Because he had that move by my goddamn way. I like, see, this like, bro.
But you see, but that goes back to what we said earlier with the DJs. The key to the artist, like the artist, gotta respect the DJs more because the DJs have a different ear. Now you a DJ, you heard what you heard, right? Give me something.
Yeah.
Then you send it to other DJs. They rocking with now. A DJ gonna respect the ear of another DJ that they respect already. So
Absolutely.
that see if the artist didn't respect you as the DJ and give you that record, who knows what would not happen with that little sector of DJ that you sent it to, because it came from a cosign. Oh, we know her. She sent us this record. Let's check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell everybody that all artists that you want to respect your DJ of all the people because the DJ gonna make or break you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really the job of the DJ is to make you or break you. We either gonna make you or we gonna break you. Like, nah, that's whack.
Yep.
But if there's a chance that I can make it hype and send it out there, you understand? Like, I'm gonna hype this up in my own little way, and I'm gonna add something to it, that I think will carry it further. Watch it go. Watch it go.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like for me, my span with the DJs is about 40,000 DJs. I'm so bold and so confident in how I do things that I challenged the entire world about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I battle all of y'all right now. Let's get it. So when you hear everybody hollering, let's get it, that comes from me. That was my battle. That was my battle. Let's get it. Come on with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
appreciate it because I was bold enough where I'm gonna jump out there. Like, I had been in the eye shot of people for a long time. I was a real young girl DJ. Like,
Mm-hmm.
only body out was me, Jazzy Joyce back then.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And so we was there before Spin was there. You feel me?
Yeah, that was
And
a while.
so yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So even in the midst of everything, I raised my children, but I was still DJing the whole time, and nobody ever really realized that I was still DJing the whole time behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes. Like I kept my skills up the whole time. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so when I jumped out there on them, I battled the whole world. Let's get it. And the reason was to bring back the skills because I believe that each one teaches.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to bring back what hip hop is about. You get what I'm saying? Like let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
And so this is why I even made this channel was because there are so many people out there that I know that's like me, that's in the underground, that's on the low.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But able to do some magnificent things. And so, I try to reach out and touch those that I know can go this way and that way.
Yeah. And that's
You
appreciated.
understand? And so that was my reason for contacting you, S Rock. And because I know from watching your movement, I like, okay, he can flow. He can go this way, he can go that way, like he can flow. He's able to take something out of nothing and make a great thing.
Right. I appreciate that. And you hitting me up at the time frame that you did. Like I was in executive producer mode. Like I said, I was producing that project that you heard me on because he asked me to go on the song, but I'm in that mode. You know what I mean? I'm reaching out and branching in other endeavors and things like that because I do so much. But when you say that and you give me the link, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I see what you do. Remember, I didn't agree right away to do the interview. I was like, all right, let me get the link. Let me go check this out. Let me see what's up. Who this? I don't know. All right, cool. Did my due diligence just like you did before you hit me. And I'm like, all right, yeah, we can do that. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, because I'm like, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, because I've not been turned out by anyone really yet. You understand what I'm saying? Once they recognize and realize what it is that I do here, most people always come through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have, like Fly Tie in here from MU, and I be call their names wrong.
Yeah. Now, Fly Tie is the homie, though. Fly Tie is cool peoples.
I'm always calling somebody's name wrong. I done call Rud 3.
Oh, man.
I done call Trey Say said.
But you seem like you come from that era, though. That era of, like, I might mess your name up, but I know who you are. I'm talking to you. Like, yeah. I know that era.
It's been some wonderful interviews of coming through. Like Paris Smith, he just launched his wine Peridou, and his song as well. And I was telling somebody about how long he and I have been friends. He's formerly a Backstreet and As Yet and Levert 2, and you get what I'm saying? Like Emmy award-winning singer.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But we've been friends for so long, right? That's right. I was telling somebody how I be walking to the store and shit. I be arguing with him on the phone. He's like, I don't want to do it like that. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. Until he listened to what I'm saying and change it up, and then the song be like, wow, that's the type of relationship that I have around the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they listen to what I do, they understand. Oh no, she knows what she's doing. Like when I'm in the studio with people, it takes them a minute because a lot of people don't hear women, but then I'll be sitting back somewhere just
But see, what you said earlier, what you said just now matches what we said earlier. When I said the whole thing about things going full circle 360, right? Now you said a lot of people haven't turned. Well, I don't know. I'm not saying I know a whole lot of people, but I ain't been turned down, right? You that segment of what you said, right? Now you also said you know these people, you stay true to you, who you are with those people, and even if you help them that little bit, it takes them wherever they're gonna go, right? So when I said the thing about the underground, you might not have that big wide audience, but if you stay true to you, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And then by you doing what, let's say out of a pool of 100 people, you only know 5 people. We talking about a pool, not the millions. We talk about 100 people. You know 5, but you so true to them 5, and those 5 might know 70 of the other 100. But because you so true to them, and they take your word, now they taking whatever you giving them and push it to them other 70. Now that's 76 of y'all. There's only 24 left out of the 100. That means you know about the majority just because you're moving right and true within yourself. So that's why I said the thing about the underground artists staying true to them. Just run your course. If stay true to you, it's gonna work. It might take longer, but you just proved that point.
And it don't take that much longer. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't take that much longer. That's what people don't understand. Like, you're able. It's like fluid. You're able to move like fluid even amongst the 76.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, even if it's not the millions and millions, you still able to move. Like I said to you, do you know that demo? And I said to you afterward, I'm gonna send you a link to him so then you can check it out. Then you'll be like, oh, this dude, right? Like, this dude fly. Because there's so many people that be right around us a lot of times. You get what I'm saying?
But we don't know.
In Florida, but I know them people up there by you.
Right. Now, meanwhile, when I check them out, like we do events, right? We do our own events and everything like that. That's something else that I do, curate events, promote events. So you might send me, he in the Bronx. I might reach out, like, yo, do I need to reach out to him directly or what's up? You might be, yo, hit him up. Yo, brother, I got to show up, such send me, whoop, you want to get down, let's talk some business, whatever, right? That's just because he know you and y'all rapport, you swung it to me, and I'm like, all right, well, that works. So now go back to him. Yo, I got this from over there. What you trying to do? Let's get something done. Let's see what can we do. And that's all it takes.
And so, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, right now, that's right. What happens is that this is the way we have to move right now. And in the current temperature of things.
I think that has always been that way, but I think it's more severe now because there's so many. Yeah. There's so many distractions to get people to not move that way. Like before, back in you would know in the 90s and the 80s, when people are moving, especially in the New York area with their sound and that era of people, they moving together as a unit because there wasn't too many options to go. So you gotta rock with the people who are around. Like, y'all gotta be that. So now that there's so many options, people are like, I don't gotta rock with them. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. But like, no, you going over there. That's where it get diluted at. You go over there, it's gonna get messed up over there. If you stay home, keep that home right, the home front. And then people say which region is not doing good and all the other stuff. It's like the only region that's not really doing good is the Northeast region because we don't stick together. Every other region doing better than we are when it comes to the core. Because when you think about the masses and you think about the mainstream, the ones who are higher up on the totem pole that we look up to are from the Northeast. Call it what it is. They're from the Northeast. But when it comes to the ones who's really moving and making it shake for the people on the ground level, like the underground people, we're in last place up here in the Northeast.
You know what happened though? What happened to us in the Northeast was that when the Dirty South came along, everybody tried to do Dirty South.
And you know what my thoughts about that? When you say everybody try to do the Dirty South, they try to do the Dirty South sound. But what people don't even realize, what Dirty South did was what the New York people did. They stuck together. Once New York got divided, it became a problem. It was never about the sound. The sound represents your region and where you're from. It's about the unity. Once New York lost unity, they lost their position. Yeah. You know, the Dirty South, they have their unity and they still move like that. It ain't about the sound. The sound gonna be popping. It's about the because it's gonna feel good. You go to the west, they stick together, it feel good. In the south, the southeast, you go up to central, the drill set, all every area stick together with they sound, and it feels like where they from, except New York. Unless you got somebody that has a classic hip hop sound from the northeast with the boom bap and all of that. But even then, they don't stick together that much. It's a handful that stick together, but they don't really, do all the extras like the other regions do.
Yeah, I think that's what we missing the most up north is the boom bap.
Yeah,
That's really what's missing the most,
yeah.
because we came with that. You get what I'm saying?
And then everybody want to be
Everybody
accepted.
else ran with it and added on in their own little way, and but we came with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that was the epitome of us. That was how we really did it. You know what I'm saying? But now you see them trying to emulate everybody else. You see the New Yorker trying to be the Florida dogs, and you see the
Yeah.
you understand what I'm
And it's
saying?
like, why? Why you want to
Yeah,
emulate? If you're gonna emulate anything, go emulate their unity. Emulate that. Don't
yeah.
emulate the sound. The sound is they sound. We can't relate to that.
So, but I think that's where the fall off really happened. But I'm here to bring that back, and I always bring it back to us through the way that I blend the music. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I bring it back to us because the blend come from us in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the blend come from us.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring that back. I bring us back into the forefront with the music.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna take some old country song and shit and put a beat on it and turn it into hip hop.
Right.
You
But
understand?
that's
Because
what that's what hip
that's
hop
what
is. It's
we
about that
did.
feel.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah,
that feel, that balance, that swag. It's not about, again, like we said earlier, it's not about what you think and what you should do. It's about what you feel.
yeah,
That's where it comes from. You got to be in you. It can't be on you. So
yeah. I
that's what we
know,
were saying earlier.
yeah. There ain't no holes in my chest and no smoke coming out my back though.
There you go. There
You
you
get what
go.
I'm saying? Because I'm gonna take that loss genuinely, but I'm coming back fighting because that's what we did. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had that fight on the playground, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. We gonna fight every day until I win.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's
You
and that's what
understand?
it was with music. Whereas in the Northeast back then, we weren't accepted everywhere with the music, but we stuck together and was like, y'all might not accept it, but y'all gonna hear it, and kept drilling and kept doing it and kept doing it. And it became what you see today of hip hop. And other people took that and ran with the unity that we displayed, but then we started mimicking other areas' sound and trying to do what they do. And it's like, no, don't do what they're mimicking us with the unity. They might be doing what we do as far as the hip hop and the bounce on, but they're doing it their way. They're not copying that. They was copying the unity. Yo, we gotta stick together. If all the offices in New York, we gotta do our own thing down here, or we gotta do our own thing in the West, whatever, whatever. All right. And in New York City, oh, well, that sound is popping. No, the sound ain't popping. Their unity is popping. They all pushing people together and pushing them upward. That's what's making them win. It ain't the sound of the
Yeah,
music. So that's just my thought on it, though.
yeah. We wasn't accepted anywhere really. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had to be exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our music was exceptional,
Yeah.
and then from us trying to deliver like everybody else. If I'm making sense,
Yeah. No. 100% making sense.
that's where the fall off, and now we playing catch up because you know we don't speak like this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like we gonna say together.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? We're
Yep.
not gonna say together. We're gonna say together.
Mm-hmm.
It's up. We have a different type of slang. You understand? So
Yeah.
if we get back to what it is, like you said, being true to ourselves, being true to this game right here, being true to what it really is, then we'll make it through.
Yeah.
It's up to people like you. It's up to people like me. You feel what I'm saying? To keep them trained up
Mm-hmm.
and motivated in the right way.
I agree.
Because the young kids got some stuff to come with. They coming,
Yeah.
but it's just that they don't have nobody to produce to announce it to. They don't have nobody that can help them. You understand? Like there's the arms just spread out in such a way that now they got to go to Los Angeles to get on, or they got to go over here to get on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they don't have that in New York right now, to where there's those type of people that can help them really get on.
Yeah, but and that's to get on a mainstream level. But if you embrace what the underground is, regardless of what because the underground in New York, I'm not sure like when the last time you seen the underground in New York. The underground in New York, it's been a long time. So
Yeah.
if you think about the underground in New York, think about the mainstream. It's literally like the mainstream underground. It's not a bunch of starving artists or artists. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of those, but there's a lot of people saying, yo, we can do this. We don't have to wait for them to do it. We can do this.
Yeah.
How can I help you? How can you help me? Now, it's not put on the forefront. You just got to be in the mix to know that that's what's going on. Because a lot of people that you hear talking about it, they're not about it. You got to be in the mix to know, like, oh wait, no, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? But if you look at the mainstream is more divided than the underground. The underground is unified, but a lot of the people who move in the underground with that type of unity, they like, I don't even want to go to the mainstream. I'm gonna do my thing down here.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's better for them as far as merchandising
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like that. When you move in the underground, it's better, with merchandising and different stuff. But another thing that I try to make the artists that come to me and kick it with me about, I try to make them understand to keep great eye contact.
mm-hmm,
When you're performing, when you're doing business, or when you're out and about amongst people, make sure that you have good eye contact because people can recognize your seriousness according to your eye contact.
yeah. Well, I say that to people that I just, as a person, as a you speaking to somebody, eye contact. That's one thing I preach, like to my kids and the people that I mentor or like peers. Yo, speak up. Say with your chest. Don't say it under your breath. Speak. Say what it is.
Yeah, because people recognize the scary on you with
Yeah,
that right there.
yeah,
Like you have to. It goes back to what I said from the beginning, that it has to be purpose.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So when you introducing yourself, make sure that you letting them know, nah, I'm serious. Because
yeah,
a person that looking at you and they trying to catch your eye, they're gonna know, no, I'm serious about what I'm saying.
yeah.
Because that's what that means.
I totally agree.
So, S-Rock, before we got to get off this thing, tell them where they can find you, what you do, what you're selling, what you got going on. Make sure the people know everywhere to reach you at, locate you so that you can.
All right, so basically, Rockview Entertainment is my company. So I have my website, rockviewent.com. That website will allow you to get all the things that I have going on, whether it be the music, the shows, the podcast channels, the merchandising, the music that I'm putting out for other people, whatever, rockviewent.com. That's the hub, and it'll get you to all the social medias. If you want to get into S-Rock, just what I'm specifically doing, you can go to titanofrap.com. That's everything that I'm doing with the music side of things for S-Rock, the artist. So titanofrap.com, and all of the social medias match the websites. And then what I have going on right now, the new endeavor was the new podcast platform that I started, adult gaming, is called Gamble with the Titan. So I have an adult gaming channel, which is basically the casino, online gaming, and the lifestyle of that without needing to have a whole lot of money. You can do it with your everyday budget to do something that you love without breaking the bank. You know what I mean? And if you go gamblewiththetitan.com, and the social medias match that, titanofrap.com, the social medias match that, rockviewent.com, social medias match that, but that hub has everything. So remember when we said it's in you, not on you, everything is in Rockview Entertainment.
Okay, good. So everything can be reached through Rockview website.
Yeah. So we have the merch, I have them right here, rockviewent.com. You go there, you can see everything else. And as far as what's coming up, February 15th, we got the President of the Underground concert that we're doing. at the Delancey. So that's a Saturdays in New York City. If you're in the area, come on out. The tickets are on sale on rockviewent.com and it's on titanrap.com. If you purchase the top tier ticket, you also get merchandise. You get the shirt, buttons, the ticket, and you come enjoy the experience. It's a whole thing, a whole package that I'm giving off right there. So myself, it's Voice. He's an R&B artist, and Infamous Ty, which is the artist who made the song Straight to the Bank that you heard me on earlier.
Yeah, Infamous Tie. I had to remember that because I absolutely like that song. Like I was in here jamming. Usually when I rock my intro, everybody
Thank
in
you.
here nodding their little head. They be like, "Oh, where you do that intro?" I try to explain to them. No, I had snatched that from an artist called Tavares the Chosen.
No, I appreciate that because I know we're getting ready to get up off this, but that song in particular off that project, it was one of those tells. Remember you said you was in the studio, do like this. Do it. So he had a vision for the song, and he wanted me to be on it. So I was like, okay, well, what's the topic of the song? So he was like, it was one of my songs called Counting Money, mixed with one of 50 Cent songs. He wanted to do a merger and have his own thing, but the beat sounded like me. So he had an idea that he wanted to do with. I said, no, don't do that hook. Do this type of hook, and do this, and let me hear what you got. So he did it, and he said he didn't like it. I said, yo, you bugging. I like you bugging.
Yeah, yeah,
That hook is fine. We're gonna fine tune it. We're gonna do it like this. When we get in the studio, we're gonna lay it out. My verse will be ready. You got yours. We're gonna lay it out like that. So we went to the studio and we doing it. And I'm telling the engineer, I'm like, do this on the vocals, do this, do this. I'm producing the whole thing. And after he come out the booth and he hearing the mix, he was like, yo, I didn't like it when I wrote it, but I kind of like it now. So by you saying the song is good like that, I'm gonna make sure he see this. Like, see what I told you?
yeah.
I told you to do it this way, and you got a cosign from a DJ that don't know you from a hole in the wall. Didn't even know your name, just knew that. She heard it on my page, and she said that it's tough right there. So I'm glad you put that in the documented. So I'm gonna definitely send him the link. Like, yo, watch this.
Yeah, and because I pick hits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the song, like I was saying to you, my intro was another song.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the beginning of the song off air, made my intro. Um, it was called fresh out of the freezer, fresh 'cause I was G'd up, fresh out of the deeper, freezer 'cause I'm deeper than any voice on speaker. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, y'all need to speed up. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was another song, and if you hear the rest of the song in its original format, I had fell in love with the song the first time I heard it. I was like, yo, this shit is a hit, yo.
Nice,
And
nice.
and every time, believe it or not, somebody comes to the stage or come to the studio and they hear the intro, you always hear somebody, you always, because I'm watching them in the background. I always watch them heads start nodding. I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But some people like other things of their music more than other things.
Yeah.
When, this be a hit over here. Like, no, this the hit right here.
Right. Right.
Like, I know you trying to push this right here, but this right here is the hit right here.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, no, push this first, and then this and this and this. Like I've always had with my artists, what I do is I line up their album for them
Mm-hmm.
so that it'll flow smooth. But I'm only able to line up their album for them like that because I'm able to line up the music like that in DJ. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I tell everybody what's good to have in the studio, which is not just a producer but a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it's good to have a DJ in the studio with you is because the DJ gonna show you how to pull that out, stop that, slow that down, grab that, put that back in right there. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
that's the dynamicism of a DJ.
100%.
They're gonna hype that joint right on up, like right on the spot, hype it up. And so, and these are tips that I always give most artists. Like, cause when you're dealing with just producer is used to listen to a certain sound. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like a producer has a certain sound because this is what they do all day, all day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have somebody else who do something different than a producer.
Right. Put different ears on.
Yeah. And in combination, what happens is that you create the most dynamic song ever.
Yeah.
You know, like JT's project. The it didn't get the love that it should have got. It got some love though, but it didn't like the way I heard the way that girl put that song. I was like, she had a DJ and a producer in there with her.
Okay.
Cause she had that baby, I wanna do all of you. Get what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
Joe, remember, and then it jumped right in. Boom,
Got you.
boom, 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 boom. I was like, ooh. I was
But
like, y'all
you need
really
those
produced
different
this?
ears.
Yeah, you gotta have it, you know, because the DJ brings something different to the table. The producer is there to smooth it out, but the DJ brings something totally different to the table, you know.
Yeah.
And so I always recommend that everybody, when you producing a song, make sure you have a producer in there and somebody who know how to DJ because they're gonna hype that music up. And right now, that's right. What's happening is that's what's taking place out here right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear the change in the music and how things are moving, the music's changing. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, and this is New York's time right now to get back on because the music is turning back around to our style right now.
Yeah. It
You
really
know?
is.
And everybody is spinning back around to the New York sound right now, no matter where they from.
Because in New York, you had to have something to say. It
Yeah.
wasn't just what it sounded like. It was, what are you saying? And we can go on and on about with that. That's a whole nother interview topic type of thing. But you know what I mean when you have to have you be in New York, you could perform for people, and they sitting there staring at you with the dead face, and you sitting there like, they wasn't feeling me? No, in New York, if they not bopping, they just looking at you, they paying attention to what you saying. They don't care what it sound like. They want to hear what you saying. And that's one
And
of
you
the
know,
things that people think is tough about New York. Like, no, if they're not bopping in New York, that's usually a good thing. Because in New York, if they don't like it, they walking away anyway.
yeah. After I tell people that all the time. After about the 24th beat, like for me being a A&R, after about the 8th beat, after I hear the first 8 beats, if it don't catch me after the first 8 beats, the first 16, I'm gonna probably walk away. I'm a skip.
Yep.
I was trained to take music in. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
After the first 8 to 16, if it ain't catching me from the first 8 to 16, or if it ain't all in between the first to 8 to 16, I'm gonna probably skip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want no 24 introduction and shit. I wanted to come on. I wanted to boom boom back to the boom boom boom. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the sonicness of it is. That's where the sound of it is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Within them first 8 to 16 is where you catch everybody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like don't make it too long. Like I was in the studio one time with one dude I was working with, and like it was like 36 seconds before the song dropped. I was like, what the fuck is that? You get what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Like what you doing? Like this.
Yeah.
So I let him go ahead and do all that he was doing. And he thought he was fly too and all that shit. So at the end, he puffing his collar up at me because this is his first time meeting me as, in studio wise. So
Yeah.
He puffing up at me and stuff, and I said, he said, well, what you think? Because I was telling you about girl shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he jumped at me, and I was there eating french fries and doing all kind of fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? I was intentionally not paying him no mind, you know what I'm saying? While paying him mind, but he didn't realize it, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in there eating french fries, doing all kinds of stuff and shit, so now he puffing chest at me, but what you think? I said, well, what I think is, you can take like 16 off the front of that, right? Automatically take 16 off the front of that, for real.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta get it.
You need to drop that down, and you need to do this, and while he's trying to figure out who I am, the is hearing what I'm saying, and he's doing exactly what I'm telling him to do.
Mm-hmm.
You You understand? Because you know when a producer and a person who know music know a person that know music, we gonna recognize each other.
Right. Game recognized game.
Yeah. So the producer is doing exactly what I'm telling him to do automatically. I said, now try that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And when he ran that joint back, he was like, ooh. I was like, yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, you never know who you're dealing with. So stop dealing with people all cocky and crazy like that because you never know who's who.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, but Efra, anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
No, I think we done said everything that we could say, but definitely check out that website. Check us out February 15th. And if you can't check us out February 15th, March 22nd, we have a give back show where we donate proceeds to Sarcoma Foundation of America to help that fight. So that's for a good cause. So if you can't make it out February 15th, check us out March 22nd in Queens at Sanger Hall. All the information is on rockviewent.com. So tap in there and be sure to follow me on anything, whether it's Rockview ENT, Titan the Rap, Gamble with the Titan. You see all the work that I'm doing. Catch up with it.
All right. I so thank you, brothers, for coming through. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know, we'll catch up in the passing, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh no, we tapped in now. You done interviewed me. I done spoke to you, so now we tapped in. Like
Yeah, we'll catch up in the
we done had a conversation now. We good.
So, you know, and if there's anything that I can do in the process, like I always say, you know, y'all let me know and just holler out, okay?
All right, appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate you. Peace and blessings.
All right, you have a good one.
See y'all. Y'all don't know about me. Y'all don't know about me. I try to tell y'all I be bringing the best of them to the building. I don't mess with no slouch people. I keep trying to tell y'all I don't be messing with no slouch. So, you know, that was S-Rock, Titans of Rap. Y'all go check him out. And definitely the artist that we were talking about in the song, because the song is fly as hell. I really wish that I could play it on here without getting flagged, but I know I can.